Alright, howdy folks. I have the Cutthroat fully loaded up. I'm going to take it off here, but I'm just showing you real quick. This is my full winter loadout. Crouching doesn't work too well. Get off balance. We just drop the pack here. We'll go over it. Alright, so here she is. I had several people ask me to do this, so I decided I would today. I had some free time. So this is the Cutthroat. I posted a video the other day of kind of just a first look. I didn't have it loaded up. I had loaded up previous with the same gear that was in my mini keg video. I had speculated about how I thought I could fit my entire winter loadout. So I loaded it up, and this is what I got. Just going to start from the outside, work my way in. Note that this pack is not 100% full. In this outer pocket here, the big one, I still have a little bit of room. I could definitely add a little bit more food or other layers or other gear. And as always, you could always pare down if your gear isn't exactly the same as mine. You know, your mileage may vary. So winter pack, snowshoes. It's a must. Due to the way I have it loaded, they're a little off center, but that's just the way you pack it. I kind of pack this up real quick. I'm gonna pop my two side compression straps. Snowshoes out of the way. These straps are 3/4 inch. The main straps are 1 inch, but the side compression and the front compression are these 3/4. They just go around, clip into buckles right here. All right, traction aids. Again, winter trip. I have my micro spikes up here on top. I like to have them quick access, them and my snowshoes. I just usually keep them on a beaner. I usually have like a bag to put them in just so they don't dig into the pack. I would probably use that as well, especially with the X pack, just to protect it a little more. Might be overkill, but either way. All right, so this pocket I didn't really need to use, and there's still a good amount of room here in the bottom. I'm gonna say, just to give you an idea of how much room, if I didn't have this in there, I could fit down at the bottom, the way I have it packed, maybe 3, possibly 4 Mountain House meals, you know, side by side or stacked, you know what I mean? This is just a Sea to Summit collapsible bucket. I love bringing this. It's easy for toting water, hanging it up at camp, so you have water there easily accessible. And that's all I have in this pocket. You could easily fit more up on the top, around the sides. Now this front pocket is absolutely massive. I have a Solo Stove Titan. I like having this with me on winter trips here in the Northeast. A lot of times, you know, you have feet of snow on the ground, ice everywhere, but you can always find some small dry twigs, so I can have a small little fire up above the snow. I don't have to worry with digging out a fire pit or anything crazy, and it can help save on fuel as well. Just a nice to have, definitely not a requirement. War Bonnet stash jacket, it's my rain jacket. Wind shell also. UGQ Winter Dream end pole mod. Same basic length as most tent poles, so you can see they fit nicely in this pocket. These are 2 Tensa Solos for hanging a hammock, either without trees or 1 tree. I have 2 just to increase my options, or in case my son is with me. You know, we can definitely hang more places than we could otherwise. £1 propane tank. I like using this in the winter. I have a MSR Windburner Duo. We'll get to that in a minute. I like burning just straight propane. You know, you're good down to about -30 or so, so it works great. Sometimes I'll bring white gas, but I like the propane. You can't spill anything. It's convenient. Is really what it comes down to. Tent stakes, skylines. That's all I have in that pocket. I'm just gonna zip it back up so it stays out of the way here. All right, over here, I have 1 Nalgene bottle. You can fit 2 when the pack is extremely full. It's a very tight squeeze, but you could definitely do one Nalgene and like a smart water bottle or something easily, instead of trying to force 2 Nalgenes in. On this side, I have a heavy cover titanium canteen. You can see those pockets fit easily, a full-sized canteen. On the bottom, I have a half a Thermarest Z-Rest. So it's a half a pad. Makes an excellent sit pad, as well as I can stick it in my hammock if I need a little extra insulation. It's just, I like having a larger sit pad, especially when there's snow and everything on the ground or mud, whatnot. Just gives you a bigger area to work on it. Keep your stuff a little cleaner. All right. You'll notice I have a couple of straps. These are the straps that are sewn into the bag that are not in use currently. I haven't quite decided which straps I want to completely eliminate, so I just have them on here for now. These 2 straps that I just unbuckled are from my guide lid kit, so those do not come on the bag. I have my guide lid. I have the over-the-top strap. You can see right now I have the snow collar completely extended. It is packed, the main body of the pack is packed completely full. I'd be hard-pressed to squeeze in anything else. So in the stash pocket behind that front pocket, I have my UGQ Winter Dream tarp. It's like 11 by 9.5. Excellent winter tarp. It has doors. It's very nice in bad weather. All right, let's go over the guide lid real quick. White gold. Possibles pouch, exactly the same as the other day when I showed it to you. You know, it has some bug spray, fire starters, some toiletry stuff. First, completely over redundant first aid kit, and I would not bring this on an actual trip. This is my truck first aid kit. I bring it much more pared down version, but that's just to show you how much room you can use. Electronics bag, I got an Anker 20,000 milliamp charger, a stereo pin, headlamp, charging cords, and some spare batteries for my vape, and juice and all that kind of stuff. All right, the main body of the pack. So the snow collar is just a drawstring closure. When it's all the way full, if it's down a little bit, and I'll show you here in a second, you can just fold it over. So right here at the top, just for easy access, this is a 2XL Sims Montana wool pullover. Use the 2X just to aid in layering purposes. I like putting this wool pullover over my different puffies and things, just because if an ember lands on it when I'm having a fire, I don't have to panic. I would cry if some of my nice puffies got a hole burned in them, or multiple holes. This is my MSR Windburner Duo. It's a 2-liter pot. So inside this I have the stove, a canister of fuel, the coffee press, like a bandana, and a little scrubby, and all that kind of stuff. Next is my food bag. All right, so I actually counted just so you have a good idea. I have 18 meals in here. I'd say like 15 of those are Mountain House meals. The other 3 are packet gourmet meals, so they pack a little smaller. Then I have like 6 or 7 Duke's tall boy sausages. I have coffee, tea. I have some ramen noodles, a couple packs of soup, a couple of you know, like granola bars, all that kind of stuff. So there's 18 actual meals plus a good amount of snacks. So take that for what it will. This would last me easily a week plus. You might be able to make it last longer, might last less, just depends. And here I have the Kifaru long lost parka and an extra beanie, gloves, and I think that's it in there. War Bonnet XLC hammock.